One of the most important exams that women have on the journey of welcoming a baby into this world is the 6-week postpartum checkup. And I'm speaking of the checkup for the mom, not the baby. And this exam is so important not only to confirm your physical health, but your mental health as well. So what can you expect? Okay, so a physical exam is one of the major aspects of this 6-week postpartum visit. So of course, they'll check your vitals, your weight, your blood pressure, your pulse. They'll feel your abdomen, to make sure that your uterus has shrunk back down, just making sure, all your organs are in the right place. And if you had a C-section, they're going to check the incision site. If you had an episiotomy, if you had a vaginal tear, they'll also check that incision site, make sure the stitches have fully dissolved if you had stitches, or just made sure the skin is healed up if you did not have the stitches. You will get a breast exam to make sure there's no lumps, tenderness, any strange breast discharge. Of course, at this time, you can also let them know if there's anything, if you're breastfeeding, if there's anything wonky going on with that. However, I do recommend seeing a lactation specialist if you really are having breastfeeding issues. You will also have a vaginal exam, so they will inspect your genitalia, including the perineum, making sure that everything is healed up. They will do a speculum exam if you need a pap smear. If you're due for one, they will do that at this time. But even if you're not, they're still going to check your vagina, your cervix, to make sure there wasn't any injury during childbirth. And then they're also manually going to check your thyroid glands to help to make sure that they're a normal size. If they're not, that can be the cause of some hormonal irregularities. This is also just a good time for you to share how you've been feeling, if you've been having any strange physical symptoms that you're curious about. So I really recommend keeping a list of all of the questions you come up with leading up to that 6-week visit, so you can make sure that you don't forget them and you get all of your questions answered. With that said, if you have something that's like really pressing, something that you're really concerned about before that 6-week visit, you definitely want to call and let your care provider know. You don't just hold that in until the 6-week visit. And this is usually the visit where the care provider will let you know if you are cleared to have sex again. And pro tip, even if you're physically ready to have sex, if you are like, I'm not emotionally ready, I'm not mentally ready, you don't have to tell your partner that you got the go ahead. Like, I feel like a little white lie in this regard is fine. You can tell them, they think that my vagina needs a little bit more time to heal. I'll let you know when I'm cleared to have sex. But if you are ready to jump back in the sack, this is also a good time to talk with your care provider about birth control options. So if you're breastfeeding, they're not going to want to put you on a combination birth control pill, because the hormones in those pills or in a hormonal IUD can mess with the milk production. So one thing you could do is what's called a mini pill. It's the progesterone only pill. This is a pill where you have to take it at the exact same time every day, or else it won't work. Even if you take it accidentally 12 hours later than you did the day before, then you could potentially ovulate. So you have to be really, really careful with this one. When I was on it, I also had a lot of breakthrough bleeding, so it doesn't work great for everyone. Obviously, condoms are a great option. And if you're not breastfeeding, you can really do whatever type of birth control you want. Okay, something else that is really important during this visit is checking in about your mental and emotional health. So a lot of care providers, they give you a questionnaire that you need to fill out. And I know it can feel uncomfortable for some people to share, about their emotions, but it can be really, really important to let your care provider know if, you've been feeling really depressed, really anxious, if you've been having OCD symptoms, because even if you think, oh, this is probably just like a normal postpartum symptom, you might be experiencing postpartum depression or anxiety or OCD or something else. So it's for your own benefit to let your care provider know all of it so that you can get proper support. All right, if you need any immunizations, anything like that, this can also be a good time to do that if that's something that you are supportive of. And then with exercise, this is also a great time to ask your care provider, what kind of exercise can I start doing? What am I cleared for? All right, if you have any questions about this or anything else related to pregnancy, childbirth, early motherhood, let me know in the comments.